Alright, now with more Terranigma. Oh, they're done resting at the inn. By the way, that dog just always does that. It's not because you know, interact with them or talk with them like you do other people. Just did that by coincidence. So yeah, I make medicine. My sleeping potion is popular. I came to Mush Woods looking for mushrooms. See what we would expect with the kind. Yeah, so talking to that guy was actually super important, so it's a good thing that they put the important NPCs, you know, in places that you kind of have to go. Yeah, they don't put them that far off the path. So when you need to rest or save your game, you know, you're forced to get swindled by what's his name? Man, I already forgot his name. But yeah. Now we're in the castle where we can, you know, marry the princess. Be one of her, whatever you call them. There you go, be a groom. Well, of course. Shut up! Staying away looked right. Yeah, that was funny. Fool, that's left. Can't you even tell left from right? Well, geez, fuck me for exploring. Still, that was a nice touch they added there. You don't have the strength, the looks, or brains to be chosen. Are so? You're telling me that you're perfect? I like how his name is Jerk. I'm Roy. I'm not interested in the princess, but I do like her well. So yeah, the pretty boy is kind of a douche. Oh, and because I'm the last one to show up, I become the first one to get interviewed. That's awesome. So yeah, you don't even really have to wait that long. All you have to do is just talk to Roy, and then you trigger the event where you can go past the guard. I don't know, this kind of triggering doesn't bother me at all. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Gets you to know the world. So you did come. Princess L is... Oh, she's Mia. Now... Yeah, as Ark is saying right there. Of course, I believe L had purple hair, and this one has red hair. Yeah, and she says nothing, she's totally mute. And there's the queen that we saw earlier when we were about to get swindled out of our money. Or I think that's the queen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the queen. Although I don't know why the princess is the one sitting in the bigger chair. Yeah, so we need to find a cure for her being a mute. Yeah, her muteness. Yeah, that's actually important. They may tell you what they won't say to me. So you gotta, you know, go around, explore, and talk to some people. Obviously, I don't think the ones there are gonna really say much of anything. The lounge there. Waiting room. I don't think these guys really say much of anything. Yeah, they don't say much of anything. They're just all jerks. here's the library. There's supposed to be a book here. Hang on, this is wonderful life. There is apparently a book here that will actually tell you about an item that's very important, and I think that's it. Although I'm pretty sure I tried interacting with it and it didn't do much of anything, so yeah. Not one of the game's finer moments, and you'll see what that is, you know, later on in this video. King and Princess's Room. So that gives you a clue of, you know, where you need to go. Anytime the game tells you, hey, you shouldn't go somewhere, chances are you probably should find a way to go there. So now that we've checked out, you know, that floor, go back down, check out the last few rooms. Yeah, they put a lot of stuff on, you know, on tables and things like that you can actually interact with. She's probably talking about Lloyd. Yeah, and there's nothing down that hole. It's just to make the castle look like a castle. So now we're in the quarters. Wow, we wouldn't have that princess. She's like a toy doll. She can't say a word, and I hear she's pretty self-centered. Fortunately, that information isn't exactly helpful to us, but this one is. The village was destroyed, and gotta go to Norfest. Oh, and there's a thief. White Wind that's locked up. He was trying to go into the king's room for something. Which is, you know, the second indicator that that room that lady told you probably shouldn't go up there. In, you know, where the king and princess sleep. Probably should. Oh, and there's White Wind right there. Oh, it turns out you don't actually have to save them, so if you want to save them, that's just an extra little thing you can do. Yeah, a bunch of empty cells. I don't know, you'd think the king would have, if he's a tyrant king, he would have more people unfairly imprisoned. Instead, he has an actual crook. Yeah, I had to make a little edit there since I needed to pause and take a break. The king is bad to take advantage of the princesses. Well, watch it. If the king hears that, you'll be lucky if he just fires you. No one knows what kind of person will become her ruler. You think the king would really bequeath his crown to a stranger? I think there has to be something going on. I'm being illogical. Shush. So yeah, this is the most important place to go to when exploring. Let's see what the king. Forget the princess, be mine. She's just an orphan. Okay, that was actually kinda. Yeah, she's from the village in the North Forest the king destroyed. Yeah, that tells you exactly where it is you should probably be heading. She's just a plain hick. Oh, that's mean. Yeah, and if you talk to her, I think she'll say something. I make meals for everyone at the castle using this huge pot. Yep. And that's when I put together that, you know, you need to put everyone to sleep. because remember that when I left at the inn, there was a guy who said he could make a sleeping potion, and she says, oh, she feeds everyone using that huge pot. Well, obviously you gotta dip sleeping potion in the huge pot so everyone in the castle that she feeds falls asleep, and then you can get to that room that you normally wouldn't be allowed to get to. But if you remember, the guy said he couldn't make his sleeping potion without, you know, a mushroom in Mush Forest. So now I'm trying to look for Mush Forest and checking out the tiles here. Scandia? I mean Scandinavia? And this is that Norfest place the chefs were talking about. And the jerk's here. Yeah. So Jen, I admire your spirit, but you might be smarter to stop this forces and maze. Many have entered but never emerged. So of course you have a convenient item that shows the way. So that's another clue that there's something in the king's room that you probably need to get. You know everything about this forest. Mush Forest in the right direction has mushrooms for medicinal use, and they hide in the shades of trees. And it's always satisfying when, you know, after talking to people and exploring, you get this puzzle and start putting, you know, the pieces together of what it is you need to do. You know, it's like an adventure. You don't always know the steps you need to take in order to reach your goal. Mush, not Mush Forest, just mush. So yeah, now I start my, you know, search for the mushroom here. Accidentally leave. That's a little annoying when that happens, but it's not too big a deal. So I'm trying to look at all the shades of the tree and see if, yeah, there's a treasure chest right there with a large bulb. See if it's hidden like behind the tree sprites, which would be kind of a dick move, but thankfully they don't do that. Anyone watching this, I challenge you to see if you can spot the mushroom for yourself before I get it. I'm about to speed up the footage a little bit because it actually does take me a while to find it, and I don't have really much to say other than, hey, it was kind of tricky to find because you have to look real close to spot it. So anyways, excellent, leave again, and this is when I speed up the footage. Yeah, go to Molly's, I talk to him again, I'm like, what was that thing you said, behind the shady trees? Okay. Go back out, go back in, and then keep looking everywhere. Thinking maybe they might have put it in near the edge. Oh, and there was one hidden behind the sprite, but you can tell that there's something there because you can collide with something that you shouldn't be colliding with. So keep trying, keep looking around more, thinking maybe they did that somewhere else. See if there's like a hidden passage behind the trees or anything, you know, weird like that. You know, I don't know why I just thought of that one section in Metro 2 where there's like basically just a dark cave that you have to morph your way through a maze to get the power-ups. Oh, and I eventually noticed, hey, there's a mushroom down right there, and then I finally pick it up. Now I know exactly what to do. Yeah, there's another cut there just because I had to pause the game and go to the bathroom. But otherwise, I like to keep these videos, you know, as raw as possible. But anytime, you know, I'm kind of just messing around or wasting time, I'd like to fast forward through that. Yeah, I have 9 pretty flowers, and I still have no idea what the point of those things are. Apparently that was a little boy. Northwest Forest? It's the forest north of here? You're not going here, are you? Don't go. I heard horrible ghosts appear. Matisse is still there as usual. And yeah. Of course, if you try to go straight to, oh, I don't want to do a fortune teller. If you tried going straight to Northwest thinking, oh, I should probably go there, you get blocked in the way and notice, oh wait, you need some weird bell thing in order to actually get through it because it's the Lost Woods. And then that's when you have to go on your, deduce what the steps are to actually, do what you need to do to progress through the game. Oh yeah, always gotta remember to do that, equip the item, and then talk to him. Goodness, that mushroom! That's a mushroom I couldn't find. Would it perhaps be possible for you to give me that mushroom? Give mushroom up. I'm a nice guy, man. Ark. Yeah, Ark's pretty arrogant. Yeah, this is the part where, kind of just think, okay, well, he needs time. I'm sure you could pretty much just leave and then come back in, but I decided to speed up the video of me dicking around just to double check, the areas I've been to one last time, so that I know for certain that, that's all there was to these areas, nothing else. See, these areas actually have a purpose. I have no idea what the point of that one by the desert was. I mean, these actually have something in them. But yeah, I decided to push my luck here and go in the forest without the bell. And yeah, you're gonna see the result of that. So we got bats. The bats are enemies that can actually track you. Oh, and you get ring now. So yeah. Unlike other enemies that sort of just, wander around randomly, they actually just move right at you. Of course they're weak, so they're easy to deal with, but also they're supposed, the way this area is set up, it's also easy for them to be hidden behind the sprites of the trees themselves. Now these wolves are actually pretty interesting because they, calling for help, that didn't work. Because they deliberately go into your dead zones. You notice the wolves move diagonally a lot. And if you notice further, Ark can only face up, down, left, and right. He cannot face diagonally himself. So even when I do like a standing attack, they sort of just I wasn't able to show it now, but I'm sure I can show it later. So even if you're doing a standing attack, they pretty much just go right in the dead zone of it and right at you. So that's what makes them one of the more challenging enemies in the game. But of course the dash attack is so powerful, it enables you to move and attack at the same time, and it's an easier way of dealing with them. Yeah, I try to avoid, abusing the dash attack too much, but as we'll see, these enemies make that an exception for me. Saber dog, that's what they're called. So yeah, I decided to just play this until I die because, you know, it's Lost Woods, can't do much here unless you have the thing that shows you the way. And it was actually faster dying because now I'm back here. And I can just go and get the potion. Here's your sleep potion. Even a heavy insomniac will fall asleep immediately. Cooked in a pot, it could put everyone at the castle asleep. So, even if you didn't go to that room with the pot, this guy pretty much gives you an idea of, hey, there's probably a giant pot in the castle, you should go find it. So, they have a lot of ways of, you know, steering you and giving you clues and putting you in the right direction if you didn't find them all beforehand. So, you know, it's not an issue of finding the clues in the right order. This section was a lot more well done. And for some reason, I'm going back here. I think there was a treasure I missed that I could have gotten. Yeah, I'm sort of just goofing off here. Or wait, I think what I wanted to do was observe those saber dog enemies more, and that's why he came back here. I just couldn't wait until, you know, after getting the bell. Or I guess not. Oh yeah, now I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to see if I can explore this place without using the bell, but I think what happens is that there are, you know, some of the exit points, they basically loop forever, or they keep taking you to like they keep looping you between the same 3 or 4 screens over and over again, although maybe a different entrance and exit points, and yeah, you end up going nowhere. Get back. Ouch. Just go back down, and then you can leave. Yeah, so leaving is actually not that hard. As long as you keep going south, you'll be fine. So you don't have to worry about actually getting lost. He's back at the castle. Now you just gotta go right in, put sleeping potion in everyone's dinner. Yeah, of course you have to, you know, equip it first, and then, you know, push the X button. Yeah, you have to wait for her to look away first. There you go. Oh, apparently not. So I don't know what happened there. But I was able to slip in the sleeping potion. Kick you out, you go right back in, and then everyone's asleep. They don't look asleep, but they are. I don't know. They could have done something where they like put Z's above their heads, but you know, whatever. I get the idea. Not that big a deal. Oh, okay, they did. They put snot bubbles on them. It's just those other guards, they had helmets on, or masks on, but you couldn't see it. The guards all fell asleep. Hey, listen, do me a small favor. Open this door using a key that the guard has. No problem. This is a cool moment here. Get the jail key, wait for the unusually long jingle the thing had. Or not even a jingle, it just kind of pauses there in dead silence and then it goes away. Yeah, you have to friggin' equip the jail key. It doesn't just act like a key where it just opens a door. You have to equip it. There we go. No. Now I can free his ass. Of course you have to push the X button, not the A button. In the king's room, in the door is the door to his treasury. Yep, so that's a... You don't even have to do this, but this is just yet another clue that you can get to point you in the right direction. So what, there's like 3-4 different clues for, you know, that you need to go into the king's room and find something there. And since we already went to Norfest, and the guy tells us you need a special item to get through there, we already know that there's a good chance it's the bell. I don't think they say it. I don't think he said in the text box, you know, Roy, when he was at Norfest, that it's a bell, but yeah, that's what it is. It's just a bell. Go there, or there. It's the wrong way. That's the right way to the king's room. Oh yeah, something funny that happens. It's gonna happen in a little while. And we see Elle. So we know we're going the right way, but what's she doing here? You'd think she'd be asleep. Apparently she didn't eat. Yeah, even Ark's wondering that. Get lost. Yeah, Yomi sort of just comes out. I don't know, whatever he feels like it. Not much of a traveling companion. So yeah, you saw me walk into that guy, right? I'm thinking, shit, I'm stuck. How do I get past him? Well, at some point, you know, I remember, okay, this is like another time I'm getting stuck, and because this is like the second time I get stuck to like the same bullshit, where it's something that you can push that it doesn't look like you can push. The first time it was in Zwei with the dumb barrels, and then the second time it was not Lawyer, it's the Mirage Town, whatever it was called, I'm already forgetting. In the Mirage Town, there was this stupid table you had to push out of the way. So I ended up, you know, leaving and then going back in because I'm thinking, no, they wouldn't. At some point, I realized I need to go back there because I figured out that, oh, you're supposed to, you know, push the guard out of the way. We owe a great deal to White Wind. Yeah, White Wind isn't back yet. I thought maybe he would give me something to let me get past the guard, but nope. It's not like they're gonna have an item where you move through people. So yeah. I think this is the part where I'm like, where I just figure it out. It's like, no, they wouldn't do that, would they? And then I go in. Oh wait, no, okay, no, it's not the part yet. I'm thinking maybe it was like behind the king's chair on his throne, and it's like, nope. But yeah, thankfully I didn't get stuck at this part. Although I wouldn't blame anyone if they did, but I eventually catch on to the fact that you need to push that bastard out of the way. Still haven't caught on yet. Still going to the wrong rooms. Oh yeah, I think I already spoiled ahead of time that you're supposed to push the guard out of the way, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, this is one now I finally figured out that, oh man, wait, do they want me to push the guard out of the way? They wouldn't do that, would they? But yep, they did. It's the first time you ever have to actually push a person, which is, you know, one of the more obscure parts of it. Don't touch that statue. Okay, that's pretty... Yeah, I walked out of the room with the pot because, you know, Ark can't put things down. So yeah, push it out of the way, and there you go. There's your secret, your hidden passage. Yeah. I mean, again, thankfully I didn't get stuck, but it took me a while to catch on to what trick they were trying to pull here. Because, you know, I wasn't expecting it. Thankfully I didn't have to, you know, look up where to go this time. So yeah, going to the King's Secret Passage, a little magic rock here. And there we go, we got the Protect Bell. Which isn't really accurate, it's more like the Show Me the Way bell. Now we just have to, you know, head out of the castle. I wanted to see if you could wake up the king. Turns out you can't, even if you throw the thing in his room. Push this idiot out of the way. And there we go. Yeah, it's not often you actually have to push things in this game, so... Yeah, you can't push those statues either, so it's only that one. Now we just gotta head to Norfest. Yeah, sorry for the dead silence there, but you know, I can't do post-commentary over every little thing. Anyways, the way the Protect Bell works, it still takes me a while to, you know, figure out where to go, because it only rings when you enter a screen. So you still have to just, you know, go through each screen and figure out which is the one that's the right path, which means there's about 3 in this area here. So yeah, you just gotta check them one by one until you find the one where it rings. Also, as you can see, that just that one wolf there was being a pain in the ass. Didn't ring there, so you gotta go back. Yeah, if you time your attacks right, you can actually hit that wolf when he's skidding before he decides to move into your dead zone. Go up here. Oh, and it rings. Yeah, okay. Also, I have an annoying status effect on, so I gotta get rid of it. Or not. I guess I use healing bulb. now I try to get rid of it. Yeah, I only had 3 poison cures, so I couldn't afford to get hit too much. I think I buy items later on because, yeah, I die a few times here. I think this is the point in the game where I died the most. Actually, I die a lot in the next dungeon too, but that's because it was at a point where I kind of stopped caring, because it didn't make much of a difference for me to just, you know, run through past all the enemies instead of having to waste a healing item on myself just so I could stay inside. But anyways, yeah, Bob Northwest, yeah. The saber dogs are interesting enemies because of, you know, that property where they try to move into your dead zone, your blind zone. So you have to hit them before they do that. And also the fact that the trees can obscure, you know, your sight of them. Which means that it's not just the wolves, the saber dogs themselves, but also, you know, the environment you're in. And there I go, I died. See how he's moving like that? That's when I started, when I saw him like move diagonally at me, that's when I was picking up on that little habit of theirs. So yeah, saber dogs plus, you know, bats that essentially track you or chase you. They have a chaser AI instead of a wanderer AI. Yeah, I decided to get more prepared for, you know, the journey this time. I think I die about 1, 2, 3, 4. I think maybe like 4 other times in this play session. But yeah, it's not that many deaths, but it's definitely more than I would like, and probably more than it should have been if I was, you know, playing with more care. Because, you know, because obviously, you know, I start relying on the dash attack too much, and yeah, I started relying on the dash attack too much, and I don't know. Yeah, just fast forward through all these parts because, you know, we know what happens. Yeah, oh no, I remember what my mindset was. My mindset was that because I have to keep, you know, going through every screen before I can find the right one, and I have no idea how long this thing is. That's why, you know, I rather just opt to die than, you know, sometimes waste my healing items. Yeah, and that's when I start learning more about the saber dogs themselves. When I notice, hey, they just moved out. They move in such a way where I actually can't hit them if I'm holding still. So yeah, they're one of the more challenging enemies in the game. Also, we'll see later that some of those cramped spaces don't do me any favors, where I can't successfully, you know, get out dash attacks to overwhelm them with. So that's the first right area to go. I think I stumbled. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I stumbled onto the second one by complete accident. So, yep, that spares me. It spares me the search. This is the wrong one. And I decided to use a medium pull here because at the rate I was going, I was thinking that there's probably, you know, a rule of 3 where you go through 3 different, you know, Lost Woods screen, maybe a 4th, and then that's it. Get to the village. Although it turns out that I was dead wrong, but we'll see that later. Oh yeah, that part right there, that was bullshit. Because I think you are supposed to go right, but you notice the the bell didn't come up. It didn't say the protect bell rang. Where, you know, you go up twice and then make a right, but yeah, notice the bell didn't ring because the wolf was howling. And it, I don't know, it overrode the text box that was supposed to show up. So yeah, that was a little weird moment there. Anyways, right back where we left off. So yeah, it's north. North again. And then east. And see, now it rang because the stupid wolf wasn't there to, you know, hide the text message. And then north again, and yep, I went the right way pretty quickly. Starview Bridge, Stormcold's on the other side. Since the bridge is out, we could find a different way. Don't have a choice but to use this animal trail. So yeah, that's pretty much the only part of the Lost Woods. Now we just have to go through, you know, regular woods. There's no more protect bell stuff, it's just, you know, go through it. Immobilized. That sucks. Yeah, at some point the bats, kind of like the Keys in Zelda, they fly around a bit, but they periodically stop. Oh wow, see the saber dogs come out of the trees like that? It was a neat moment they did there. Yeah, you get into it. They also have a tendency to, you know, run away, so they're not, their AI isn't so that they're always chasing you, they're always trying to space themselves relative to you, which doesn't always necessarily mean getting closer, but sometimes means moving away. And that's what makes them different from a lot of the other enemies in the game that we've encountered so far. Kind of like actual wolves. Yeah, this is a cramped space here, so what the hell, the bat's not moving. I don't know if its pathfinding was stuck. I thought it was that they periodically stopped. Sometimes, you know, maybe it's just they don't see you, so they stop moving altogether. Or you move out of range, I don't know what it is. I don't know how it's programmed. Oh, yeah, sometimes when I get, you know, caught up in a battle, I lose track of how much health I actually have, even though it's supposed to make a sound cue. That or they killed me before I was able to enter the box. So yeah, I'm not fast forwarding through this because I wanted to show that I actually bought a new weapon. Yeah, the silver bike. Basically, you know, now the wolves don't take as many hits as they do now. Because you noticed that they were pretty durable. Also, it gives me a chance to buy more bulbs. So yeah. Trek through this short bit of the overworld. And now we're back. He's still there though. Royd, I mean. Jerk. Oh yeah, as you saw with that wolf that got stuck on the log there, they can move, you know, horizontally, but that's usually when they're being obstructed by something. Otherwise, they typically move, you know, diagonals. Oh yeah, and I just wanted to see if I could block those. Can't. So yeah, I think they're called the wisps. Yeah, you can't block them. Not really shooting a projectile so much as they are hurling themselves at you. I just realized there are no wolf boats in the Link to the Past. Yeah, those enemies debuted in Ocarina of Time. If there were wolf boats, I would imagine they work like that. Since wolf boats are, you know, some of the smarter enemies in Zelda. Oh yeah, this section here with the little centipede thing that's coming out of the logs. Yeah, you can't actually kill them. And this is the only area in the game so far where you see these things, so you kind of just have to ignore them. Oh yeah, a little cutscene with a shadowy, mysterious figure following us. Who could it be? I actually had I thought it was Roy, because you know, thinking he might be a bad guy, and it's like, I can't let you be, you know, L's groom, so, or I can't let you find out what's at that village, or, you know, some crap like that. But it turns out, I almost spoiled it just now. Actually, you know what? I pretty much just did spoil it, so I'll say it. It's not Roy that's following us. So yeah, no rival battle or anything like that going on. Yeah, those are the little fire mages. You actually have to kind of kill them twice. Oh, and they shoot weird looping fire things. Notice how, yeah, notice that pattern. Fire loop-de-loops. A ghost, a toast, a roast, bring 'em on. Another classic Terranigma line. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that fire though. It does a lot of goddamn damage. So yeah, fast forward through this crap at really fast speed, and we get back to exactly, or not exactly, but close to where we left off. Just go through this Lost Woods section again. Back at the bridge. Yeah. They're kind of like Zola's, you know, those wisps. When they come out of the water and fire in your position. Ah, damn bats. Coming out of the trees. And immobilized. Yeah, decide to run past the saber dogs this time. Yeah, that's about 29 damage. So that means how many hits will it take for that thing to kill me? Maybe six hits at most. So yeah, they're pretty strong. Oh yeah, and the Wisp were up there, so neat little counterpoint of having, you know, these fire mages right by these Zola wannabes. Yeah, when you kill them, they still shoot out their fire. So you gotta watch out for that. Better to wait for them to shoot out their fire, dodge it, and then knock them dead. Gotta use up a healing item here. So I think I have plenty. Yeah, I had like 6 medium balls left. You know, the thing that sucks about narration, or at least in Windows Live Movie Maker, is that you can't hear the damn game audio. So I am watching this video with no sound. I think I need to use the narration for the regular Movie Maker, the one I normally edit in, which is Windows Movie Maker 6, because that one doesn't suck ass. I friggin' hate Windows Live Movie Maker. They are the, or maybe even Microsoft in general, because they are so stupid to fuck up their own video editing software and they have not fixed it since they've made Windows Live Movie Maker. Apparently, wow, what the fuck? Yeah, so she was getting mauled by bats. And yeah, Maylin, she was following us all on her lonesome. She went all the way over here from Latra or whatever it was called. Thinking, what the hell is the Kumari and the other guy, Mayhow? What the hell why aren't they overseeing her? Probably dodge that whisper. Yeah, she doesn't have health, so she pretty much just, you don't have to really worry about her. Oh, there's another saber dog there. Trying to explore this area, see if I don't miss anything. Because the right way to go is it's a lot less straightforward now, because of how much more open it is. There's no clear entrance and exit points, since, you know, it's larger than the area is larger than the screen is. I think several times larger, in fact. So yeah, I think that saber dog dropped dead. Hang on, let's see how long it takes to kill him. Or nope, I'm actually going down. Yeah, there's nothing down. That's where the bridge should have connected to. Oh, and I level up here and hit the dog. I hit him twice. Oh my god. So yeah, 3 hits. That's what, 40, 20, 20. It's roughly 80, 90 health the saber dog has. You know, we were talking about the dash attack in the Commune podcast, and I think I would agree that the probably would make more sense for there to be a roll instead of a a dash attack, because it is just way too powerful. It functions as both offensively and defensively. It gives you a moving attack where you can pretty much move and attack at the same time. Normally, in a lot of action games, you kind of do one or the other. You can't move while attacking at the same time. I mean, yeah, other games have dash attacks, but they're not so powerful that you can use it to like move through enemy projectiles like a dodge. Yeah, as you can see, the fire mages, even though I'm less than screen's distance away, they still kind of move around randomly, and then occasionally fire at my general direction. Yeah, explore a bit, pick up the item there. Whoop. Get through that. See, if I did a regular attack on that thing, that fireball would have hurt me, but with the dash attack, I can just move right through him. And I wanted to avoid using the dash attack more, see what it's like to play this game, without abusing it, but it's just, man, I mean, it's like it's right there, and it's not all that hard to do. I mean, yeah, I had to hop my thumb between the Y and the A button, but it's not that hard, and I can do it pretty consistently too, so you can really reap the benefits of it. And it's kind of hard to let go. So yeah, this scene with the wolves here. On a false move and they'll tear out throwouts. What to do? Beat a hasty retreat? So I'm like, man, I could take out these guys. But unfortunately the game won't let you fight them, so this is a kind of a scripted event. So yeah, they go in and tear my throw out. So I'm thinking maybe what I was supposed to do was make a mad dash for the house and go inside. So I'm gonna go try that out. Oh yeah, that's a cool little set piece right there too, with the fire mage on a little bridge with like as many as 4 wisps coming out to attack me. So yeah, basically they all get in place, and nope, they still kill you, so it's not run to the door. So it's like, well, what the hell is it? Remember what I said earlier about there being a book in the library at the castle? Oh yeah, I edited this because I die and I end up looking up where the fuck to go anyways. It mentions that there's an item that the saber dogs don't like, and we're going to find this item. And we're heading to, the one area that I did not check when exploring this second half of the Norfest. And the one area I didn't check, it just so happens to have that very item that I need to get past that part that I can't get past, as you saw there with the saber dogs. So it's around, not here. Right Yeah, this section with the water here. I didn't go here. And because I didn't do that, I didn't find this, the dog whistle. So that's what you need to do. So of course, you know, at the time when I was in that section, oh, by the way, I also cut out the parts where I died of that same part like two other times. So, because I'm like, what the hell are you supposed to do here? And then I'm thinking maybe there was an item I forgot, and it's like, well, I have no idea what item it would have been. I'm like, where was I supposed to know about this item? And turns out that one random book in the library told you about a dog whistle, and that was your clue. Also, if you explored, you would have found it, but I missed the one place I was supposed to explore, and I didn't get it, so yeah. I don't know if this, you know, little goof up here is really my fault or not, but I did have to look up what to do next. Wasn't all that thrilled by it, because it's like, I was required to get an item that I wasn't even aware existed. And it wasn't until the podcast when I was told that, oh, there's a book in the library that tells you this item exists. Well, wow, that is really, really easy to miss. I mean, they did so much better in the other parts of the game where they give you, you know, more than one source to tell you about something, but there is just one clue, you miss it, oh well. I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for a dog whistle while I was in Northfest, so I got fucked. So yeah, equip the dog whistle, use it. Now these bitches will leave me alone. And then I can go here and into Elle's house. And yeah. Can't open that door. Got a portrait. So this is to help cure her muteness. I feel a bit jealous. I don't remember Elle's family in the beginning of the game. Elle doesn't look like the princess now. I can make these two people appear in front of Elle. Yeah, her hair changed color. Alright, you saw them in low red, right? The mirages I created? That's what it was called, low red. If I show her parents, maybe the princess will be cheered up. Yeah, so if you thought you'd only show her a portrait, no. So that's why Mei Lin was, you know, brought along in the story, so she can create a mirage to cure her muteness. Obviously the king murdered her parents, considering that he destroyed this village. Which means probably everyone else that Ark knew there's a good chance they're dead. Then again, I don't remember anyone else that Ark knew in his village other than Elle. Which we had to give a heartfelt goodbye to. Also, I speed up this part because you know, you gotta learn. I just wander around, and a lot of the houses you can't really go into, except, well, yeah, you can't really go into. Mei Lin teases you to, you know, check more. So the thing is, the portrait's the only thing you really need. There's just one other thing you can look at, and that's this right here. It's the Weaver's Cottage, where you trigger this event. You don't have to, but yeah. Oh, I left it. Memories of places I don't know. Mei Lin, let's hear them slowly some other time. That was actually the best way Ark could have told her to drop the subject. You'd think he'd be more rude about it. Yeah, those saber dogs there are sort of just sitting there minding their own business. I mean, I know it's a dog whistle, but it's not an obedient whistle. And yeah, I think there was a dog on top of that house there. Too bad he wasn't trying to pretend to be a weather vane. can't sleep in that bed anymore. So yeah, now that we're done fooling around, checking stuff, see if Finnick can go there where we got Yomi. Yeah, it's time to leave. Yeah, let's go back. The portrait's the only thing you really need. And yeah, it teleports you right out of Norfest, so you don't have to go all the way back through the dungeon. The level, whatever. So yeah, now our next action is to go create a Mirage and cure her muteness. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I ended up going in a place I had no reason to go to. Pretty much just go straight to where the king and princess were. But yeah, all the people are awake now. Balin stops us in her tracks to say that, what do you mean by that? You're so rude. See, that's the arc I know. So yeah, she stops you so she can take the portrait so that, she can make the Mirage. Alright, let's get this Mirage going. Obviously, the king isn't taking too kindly to this. Yep, they died years ago. Not just them, everyone in this village. The lone survivor was this child. I had them all killed. That's weird. Why did he make the only person he didn't kill the princess? I don't know, maybe he was regretful, but it doesn't really seem like it. And Elle finally speaks. You know what? I honestly can't tell if Fida is the queen or not. Your views are cancelled. You wait in. Anyone have this clown thrown out of here at once? Yep, Malin congratulates us for a job well done, even though she really did the work. Yeah, so we immediately head off to the inn, but not after we get a weird cutscene. Somebody's trying to talk to Hark through telepathy or some shit. I don't know, maybe it's Elle. Oh, it's the old guy. I thought isn't he dead? To make the infant walk and grow require humans called geniuses. voices imploring to be freed from darkness. Cross tall mountains and head south. They are a genius bearing a babe to the sea requires your help. So yeah, I've sort of been wondering, it's sort of been just going through the overworld with no clear goal. But now, it's clear what we need to do next. We need to find a genius. What a start to a day. Yeah, you can see Malin in the other room over there. With that dog. Set to head south. Is it just a dream? I don't know, maybe the old man talked to him in the afterlife. Yep, the king's dead. He was murdered. Probably by Al.